Hey, welcome to Blue Jacket Apiary. Yeah, that's right. It is February 13th, and I'm wearing a veil. That is because, don't know if you can see, but they're going crazy out here. That's right. I left these hives wide open for my one survivor to rob out, and they're doing an amazing job at it. I did pop that hive open, and I got to tell you, I was floored. I mean, like utterly amazed at how big that hive is. It didn't seem that big going into winter, but man, oh man, are they big now. Holy smokes. What I did do was, give me a second here. All right. So I took frames out of here. This used to be a single deep. Now it's the double. I looked through, there were no frames. These two boxes have frames in them, but they're completely empty. There's no honey in there. But what is in there is there's some leftover pollen and stuff, so I know they're going to go in and grab that. There is honey in these frames. Some, not a lot. There's maybe 2 or 3 frames in total worth of honey. There's honey in these. There's a little bit in these. Not much, but a little bit. This top box, every frame in there has honey. Every single one. That's probably about 50 pounds worth of honey, plus whatever is in the bottom box. I didn't look in there, so I don't know. I looked in the bottom box here long enough to know that that hive, that colony is just big. Really, really big. I am floored. I'm amazed. Flabbergasted. And I'm running out of adjectives. But I'm all of those. I cannot believe that that hive, given its history, is as big as it is and has survived like it did. But I am happy as a pig in a mud hole right now. So I've given them plenty of honey to get through the next couple of months. They're probably going to rob these two out, get whatever they can out of that one, pull the pollen out of that one. Now, I did post online on Facebook, another group that I'm a part of, and let them know what happened. And they were saying, pull all of these frames out of all of these 4 hives and freeze them. And I understand why. They're saying, fill up a box, another deep, like I did, with as much honey as you can get in there, put it on the box, which is what I did. So now it's 2 deep boxes, and whatever is left, freeze. And I get it. They're recommending freeze it. So if there's any, like wax moth larvae or small hive beetles or anything in there, that it kills them. And then I can turn right around and use those frames of honey to either extract now or use them to feed that colony later, or if I catch swarms next spring, to get them going. And it's like everything else when it comes to bees. Ask 10 beekeepers and you'll get 11 answers. I'm going to leave them out here, mostly because I just don't have the room to freeze, 50 frames. And trying to get all of those bees out of all of those frames right now would be extremely difficult. So I'm just going to leave them out here, and let them continue doing what they're doing. Now my fear is they've got 2 boxes here, and will they have room to put all that honey that they're bringing in? You know what I mean? I don't know. They'll probably make room in the bottom box or something if they had to, I'm guessing. I just don't know. But get off there. I'm just trying to be helpful. Get it. So, they're busy. They're going to be a little more room to get in and out. Clean up the dead ones if there's any. I'm happy. I know yesterday I was kind of bummed, when you lose 80%, you get kind of depressed. But today I'm happy. That colony is bigger than I ever expected. If it stays the size it is over the next couple of months, well, even if it dwindles a little bit, if they make it through to April, May, that's going to be incredible. That means I'll get to split them and get 2 colonies out of that one. Because, if they make it through the winter and survive my mess ups last year to get as big as they have and continue to survive, man, that's the kind of stock that I want in my apiary. So now the question is, do I take this one, if they survive, split it, get myself 2, and run those 2, try to get into next winter with just 2. Then if they survive, split those 2, go to 4. You see what I'm saying? Go from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, and 4, whatever. And then, or do I try to buy some packages and just buy my way into a bigger apiary? That's the question. I really don't want to spend money on more bees. But that's a conversation I'm going to have with Mrs. Blue Jacket. So you can see that things have turned out okay. I will grant you that yesterday I was a little bummed, and like I said, I lost 80% of my apiary. That's a big loss, whether you're a backyard sideliner guy or you're commercial. Nobody wants to lose 80%. But it happens, and I'm just going to roll with it. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'll be back. This isn't going to stop me. I am going to put out a couple of these this year. I'll probably just leave them out here in the hopes that I catch a swarm. If my survivor, I'm going to try to catch them before they swarm so that I can do the split and control it, go to 2, and then maybe grab a couple of swarms in a couple of these other boxes from feral colonies that may be in the area. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But hey, man, it's like everything else in life. It's a journey. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But I'm just going to keep going. So you all have an amazing Valentine's Day. To Mrs. Blue Jacket, I love you for putting up with me and my craziness when it comes to bees and my craziness outside of the apiary. I love you more than I can possibly ever let anybody know or let you know. Don't ever forget that. And if you don't know that, you mean the world to me. I love you. All right, y'all, be kind.